New Year's, it's that time again for uneducated folks to fire their firearms indiscriminately into the air.
Oh, you just shut the...
Fella loads one up for a willing trigger puller, and she seems to find a 17,000 volt line to send one into. Talk about seeing fireworks. What's up, y'all? I'm Pat, and today is the second edition of the gun fails. Last week's did pretty good, so we're going to do another one. Of course, I have scoured the internet, and I have got some very good examples of some gun fails. Now, this one right here looks like it should be marked NSFW.
And if you feel like I feel, baby, come on. Oh, come on. Woo!
So here we've got another one. This one's great. I don't have a whole lot to say about this one. You know, I could choose the low-hanging fruit and talk about how he doesn't have a sight on that AR. But I'm just going to sum it up with one word. Miss. Miss.
Won't do that no more.
So now let's go over here. This one's just simple.
All right, go for it.
You gotta lock that mag in. Come on, dude. So now here's a reminder not to cut line at Costco, especially on gasoline day. I'm not a Costco member, so I don't know exactly how this works, but I'd imagine they're getting some kind of points or something like that. But now apparently we've got a guy here. He's being confronted. He's being confronted because he cut line. I'd imagine that's particularly frustrating, especially if it's a larger city and the lines are rather long. But anyway, this guy was so hasty to steal that gas pump that he parked. The first thing that I noticed is his filler door is on the driver's side, and he's chosen a passenger side gas pump. The hose might be long enough, but I don't normally do that. So let's go ahead and look here. The first thing that I see is Confrontee 1. He's the man in the tannish shirt. He is open carrying. So he's confronted this fella. One thing, when you have a gun on, ego off. Literally, you're not looking for confrontation.
Okay, you know what? Hey, you need to bring your mobile down and not get my face like that.
There's a line.
Hey, listen to me, buddy. Don't come run up on my car yelling at me like that.
And don't take cuts.
Confrontee 1's pointing for him to go to the back of the line. Confrontee 2 is going into his car. So this really should be a red flag for our open carrying defender here, the defender of the line. Dude in the black jacket goes in, comes out with a belt and a baton. I'm betting he's a security guard. One of those Paul Blarts.
Oh, shit. You ran up on me, my guy. You need to back away. You need to back away, my guy.
You have a gun?
So he switches out that baton and gets drawn on. So now this Confrontee 1, for some reason, I think he's either got a little bit of training or he might be, police detective, police, something to that effect. This fella has got a little bit of a background because he snatched that firearm cleanly and he is starting to make a little bit of ground. He understands what that baton is capable of. Batons are capable of deadly force. So if this fella pulls that baton, this firearm can be pointed at him. So now he realizes what he's done. But Mr. Baton Man isn't backing down yet.
You need to back away.
And our Confrontee 1 guy backed up. He's made space. Too bad the video ends early. But even with this confrontation, I'm halfway curious if Paul Blart II will cut line at the Costco gas pump again. So now our next one comes from a shooting range, and this blows my mind. Where are the range officers? This fella gets a little bit of brass in his hoodie. Now, I don't like wearing hoodies for that simple reason, especially when shooting a semi-auto. But what you're going to notice when I freeze this frame right here, dude has his whole finger through the entire trigger guard on the trigger, and he looks like he's about to set himself up for one of those Clinton, Arkansas, yes, that word. We can't really say it, but if you're familiar with any friends of the Clintons, you'll be familiar with what that means.
Dumb ways to die. So many dumb ways to die.
So now this reminds me, recently at a range day, my glasses fit rather tight, but I was on the firing line and I'm shooting, and a brass got stuck right there in between my glasses and the temple of my forehead. Now this little patch of skin right here is a little bit, I guess, sensitive to heat, and dadgummit, boy, you want to talk about tough. I had to lay my firearm on the table and then pull it. This whole time in your brain, it's just like, ow, 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 expletive, 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 and time goes so slowly. I am a believer of how when you watch the movie and guys are like, no. Yeah, literally, that's what it's like. You got brass burning the temple and you're just, ow, 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 going so slow to be able to get that. Well, what you have to do is lay that firearm down first. No hasty movements. I'll take a little bit of burn any day before I put a bullet that I can't take back into somebody or something that I did not want to destroy. Now this next video comes out of what I consider the armpit of the Southeast. Anytime I go to that part of the world, I go down and, I'm there to meet friends and family, but I really do not like any of the locals. Anyway, so what we're going to do is we're going to go on here. There is a Christmas killing. So apparently two brothers got into an argument over their mom buying them some things. And one of the sisters decided to try to step in. Well, anyway, she wound up dying. The brothers wind up shooting each other. And the sheriff has a statement to say.
Evan Axelbank reports on what has the sheriff furious and the changes he is now calling for.
Photos Abrielle Baldwin posted to social media show her filled with joy.
She's just a woman going about life, doing her thing with her two kids, trying to make a living, trying to make it.
On Christmas Eve, while at her grandmother's home on 22nd Avenue in Largo, she'd had enough of her brothers bickering. DeMarcus and Darcus began pulling guns on one another.
Abrielle told DeMarcus, quote, "You all need to leave that stuff alone. Why are you trying to start it? It's Christmas."
They both had been fighting over Christmas presents, with the 15-year-old Darcus jealous that their mom had spent more on gifts for 14-year-old DeMarcus. After Abrielle stepped in, DeMarcus pulled a gun and fired, killing her and sending her son and his nephew, an 11-month-old, falling to the ground. Then, Darcus pulled his own gun and shot DeMarcus, leaving him badly injured.
This proliferation of guns on the streets and guns in this area and guns in the hands of these kids, this is the worst I've ever seen it. I don't think we've ever seen it this bad.
He says his office has gotten reports of 17 guns stolen from unlocked cars. He suspects the guns used in this shooting were obtained that way.
And people can't leave their car doors unlocked and leave their guns in their cars.
17 guns stolen from unlocked cars. Even if your car is locked, the windows are easily knocked in. This is literally a 30-second smash and grab. Your car is not a gun safe, especially an unlocked gun safe. So let's do a little bit better, guys. Come on. Now this next one actually is kind of close by. So just go ahead and watch this one till the end. Actually, spoiler alert, that's my son and I've shown him how to shoot a gun. Anyway, you guys, please consider sharing this video with people that are like-minded. I know my last 3 videos have been demonetized and it's limited their reach. And also, I've got another one that just kind of didn't get watched. So go ahead and check that one down below. Y'all have a wonderful day. I love you.